Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be making some Zatarans Gumbo mix. Now, I know it's not the real deal, but this stuff is actually pretty good if you doctor it up the right way. So stay with me. Let's go ahead and get into it. I really think you'll enjoy it. All right, so we're going to be doing sausage and shrimp gumbo. So I have a pound of shrimp here, about a pound of smoked sausage. I have a small bell pepper and a small onion chopped. We have 2 boxes of our Zataran mix, and we're going to be using chicken stock instead of water. So first things first, what we want to do is go ahead and get our sausage going. So we're just going to brown it off for about 2 or 3 minutes just to get it browning on both sides and to release some of those flavors into our oil. All right, so we've had our sausage cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and throw in our veggies as well and just begin to let them sweat and release some of those flavors as well. This is actually more of a jambalaya than it is a gumbo because the mix does have rice in it, but it's a little too wet for it to be jambalaya, but it's a little too thick for it to really be gumbo. So it's really kind of a mix, but it actually really does taste good. So if you're just kind of looking for that particular type of flavor without having to do all the work, then I do recommend this mix because it's pretty good. All right, guys, so we've had our veggies cooking for another 2 minutes. So all together, we've had our sausage and veggies cooking for a combined 5 minutes. Now we're gonna go ahead on and throw in our mix, our packets. Again, it has all the flavoring. It has what's considered a dry roux already in the package, rice and dehydrated bell peppers and onions and stuff already in there. But I wanted to add my own fresh just to heighten up the flavors and make it taste a little better. Now we're gonna go ahead and add in our chicken stock as well. Each box calls for 6 cups of water. I feel that adding the chicken stock adds a little bit more flavor and heightens up the flavor of a pre-made meal. And I'm also going to be using some bay leaves. I forgot to show that at the beginning, but we're going to be putting in a couple bay leaves as well. So it calls for 6 cups per package, a total of 12 cups altogether. If you don't have 12 cups worth of chicken stock, then you can go ahead and use water as well, just like but I had chicken stock, so I didn't have to do that. But if I did, we'd be using water. So once you add your water in, just get everything a really good stir and then bring it up to a boil, and then you're going to reduce the heat down and allow it to simmer. All right, so it's coming up to a boil now, so we're going to cover it and just let it go for about 15 minutes. It takes about a total 25 to 30 minutes to cook, but after 15 to 20, we're going to open it up and put our shrimp in. And it's starting to look really good. It's smelling amazing. You want to make sure that you're scraping the bottom of your pot. Make sure that nothing is sticking. You know, sometimes with packaged meals, you'll have it stick on the bottom a little bit. So just when you're stirring it up, making sure that you have nothing stick, none of that rice is sticking to the bottom of the pot. But everything is looking good, it's smelling good. You can actually see how dark it is. So the pre-packaged roux is pretty good. It could be darker if you were making it homemade, but hey, for something that's gonna take about 30 minutes, I don't complain. All right, guys, so it's been 15 complete minutes since we started, since it came to a rolling boil. So now what we're going to do, we're going to give it another stir. You can taste it at this point as well to see if you wanted to add any other seasonings of your own. Sodium is fine, like if you want to add black peppers, garlic, or any of that stuff there, you could do that, which I'm going to add some black pepper at the moment. But it's totally up to you. You could add whatever you want to add to it at this point. And then we're going to go ahead on and dump our shrimp in here and let it finish off for the final 10 minutes. Shrimp does not take a long time. This is pre-clean, deveined, and I peeled the shrimp. So again, all it's going to take is about another 10 minutes. Then we're going to remove it from the heat, let it sit, and then plate it up. All right, guys. So we've cooked it for 10 minutes and I've allowed it to sit. Let's take a look at that there. You can see those shrimp and that sausage in there and the rice. So that's why I say it's kind of like a jambalaya and a gumbo mixed, especially after you let it come to a rest and cool down a little bit. It really does tighten up quite a bit. So it's thicker than a gumbo, but it's not quite as thick as what a jambalaya would be. So I just kind of call it a mix, but it tastes really, really good. You make yourself some fresh cornbread to go with it, and you really have yourself a pretty good meal. So hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. And here's how our plate looks. I do like to add a little bit more rice to the top of mine, but all in all, it's a fire dish, one pot meal. and it's ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till the next time, God bless. We'll see you on the back end.